in the
I think he is full time actually. As a lot of these drivers have, I believe so. I may be wrong there. I'm not 100% sure.
Fairs has gone second, Preston third, Jake fourth, Harry fifth, Kyle sixth, Herod seventh, Dammers eighth, Bo ninth. He's currently on an outlap. Jerome Baselli has left the session, so he's lagged out. But yeah, Bo's sitting in 9th place at the moment. Thopia in 10th, Kimmy in 11th. Jerome Baselli is in 12th. Charlie MGO6 is coming round the final corner to start a lap. So we'll ride on board with him. You've got FRL Evan in 14th, Omar in 15th, Pineapple is 16th, Justin in 17th, Forever Sin in 18th, and Manu, not even come out of the pit lane yet, is in last place in 19th place.
It's not ideal for Manu yet to set a lap time. It is easy to validate around this circuit, so I'm not entirely surprised. But still, at this stage of the session, where as that is Charlie invalidating,
just proves that point and invalidates, goes really wide on exit.
As we prepare, as Charlie now is going to have to back up, try and get another lap in. He's on the cusp now.
Save some ERS, try and save some fuel.
I think it's fair to say if Charlie went out in Q1, that would be a big shock to start off the season. A driver that is meant multiple podiums last season, but it just doesn't look like he quite has the pace at the moment.
No, he doesn't.
And close to going out in Q1, which is a big shock.
But hopefully he's got enough fuel to do one more run.
He is saving his ERS. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's pushing on pretty hard.
And he's opened the ARS up.
And
no, he's not. He's boxing. He's boxing. Can he get in and get out before the time runs out? That's the big question. And I believe Fairs... No, that's not Fairs. Who's that? I think that's... No. I think that's... Yeah, that's Evan that's coming out of the pit lane now in the Ferrari.
Evan, another new driver to the series. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah.
I believe he's reserving Ferrari today. Another things with these rookies, it's hard to sort of predict where they're going to qualify, unless of course you have experience with number leagues, which in this case I do not. But I mean, Evan, I believe they're quite a talented racer, and should have the pace to be able to fight, definitely to get into Q2, I think. However, we'll have to wait and see what else they can do from there. And that's the thing about round because that's what builds up the pressure early in the season, is that, especially as a rookie, there's no expectations. No one knows what to think about you, and that can almost force you into making unforced errors and make you think that you have to prove something that you don't. And as Evan slides the car around a bit.
And I think that is the qualifying over for Forever Sin. He's on low ERS. He's done a 126.0. He's got 2 minutes left. And I don't think he's going to get into the pit lane and get back out. I have
a 40-second timing glitch I do according to Jake. So we're 40 seconds. So the time is actually at 2 minutes 30 now.
Right. Okay.
So whether that means he can get out or not, I don't know. But
well, we'll have to wait and see. To wait and see. Oh, you gotta love Formula 1 2020. Oh, I hope this year's game is a lot better. Oh, he's going for it.
Meanwhile, Evan is also on a lap here, making his way up towards turn 4. I've seen in many an event in Torpedo League's history, but Evan navigates it cleanly, not using much curb as perhaps some drivers would. Gets turned in through the S section now, again staying off the curbs. Nothing brings it, misses his apex like this. Has not been a perfect lap here from Evan so far, but perhaps he knows he's got the pace, perhaps he's just going to take it carefully and just avoid invalidating. But so far this has not been a superstar lap from Evan, as he makes his way now towards the halfway point of the lap and he backs out of it, so it just appears to be a tough lap here for Evan, as Forever Sin has also backed out of his lap, it would appear.
Manu is finally on a lap now.
Looks like his teammate is giving him a bit of dirty air there. Perhaps they're planning to do a slipstream, but that is way too close
very, very close.
That is,
especially
he's going to go
to turn 10 as well.
Oh, he's done well to keep that on the apex. But
yeah, very well.
And he's trying to give him a slipstream here, but that was in the nice way to the Racing Point team. That strategy went about as well as their strategy did in Monaco Season 1 when they threw away a victory.
Yeah, I agree.
Justin has given Manu dirty air through the entire through the first half of Sector 2, and then give him the shortest slipstream I perhaps have ever seen.
But Manu is running out of fuel as well. Can he get to the line in time?
He should be able to here. Strategy isn't that bad, I hope.
Forever Sin has retired in the pit lane. He's
accepting that Q1 knockout. Manu up into 11th.
Manu straight up into 11th, and
nice
that is Charlie. There. Charlie is on the brink. He's 3/10 up.
Who's behind him on laps? Is Evan on a lap behind him? Evan is indeed on a lap behind him. Let's watch on with Charlie here. Let's see if he invalidates this lap. That would be.
No, Evan is in front. Evan is in front of Charlie.
Well, not on track, not in timing.
Okay.
Can Evan get ahead on the timing tower? If he does, then Charlie will be knocked out if he can't improve. Now Charlie needs to not invalidate here as he makes his way up the hill. And he's 3 temps up. Will 3 temps be enough for Charlie? Yes, it would comfortably be enough. That'd put him up ahead of his teammate at the moment. As that is, I believe, Toppy team who's made a little bit of a jump up the order, I'm not sure.
Where is Evan going? Where is he going?
Will Evan get ahead of Charlie? Evan goes up to P8.
Oh, P8!
Charlie's P16. What can Charlie do? P8.
P8!
Replaces
P8.
Evan.
Great job there for Charlie MGO6. Good job to get into Q2.
And after a great lap from Manu to sort of shock us in the commentary box and sort of put himself in that fight to get out, he gets knocked out.
He is knocked out of Q1. Same with Iron Apple, Forever Sin, and the other Racing Point of... Oh, hang on a minute. No, Justin is on a lap.
Justin, it's currently not good enough, but if he can gain more time in the final sector, then this could perhaps be a Q2 getting a lap time.
Can he do it? No, he can't. He's just behind his teammate. Oh. And that means Forever Sin is at the back of the grid.
But not by much. Not by much at all. Only 3 temps would have got the slowest car, Forever Sin, out of Q1. So it's very close on the edge there.
Very
should
close
give
towards
us
the
a
back
good
of the
race.
grid, yeah.
But interestingly
Hopefully
enough,
he will get a good start.
That's possible, yeah. But interestingly enough, the 2 drivers at the back of the pack in qualifying are 2 drivers that were promoted from Torpedo League F2. Over the seasons we've had of Torpedo League F2 promotions, we've seen varied results. We've seen championship contenders, we've seen race winners, we've seen drivers that haven't even lasted a season. But that's the thing that's the thing that I love about the rookies, is that you never know what they're going to do. And yes,
I mean, one of them is shocked us all. Shenda, the rookie in the AlphaTauri, has topped the timing screens all 1:24.7. He's in first place.
I mean, if you know Shenda, then you know he's a very quick driver. The question is,
I've never seen him race before, so I don't know.
I know for a fact that he's an incredibly quick driver. I would say if he does the full season, definitely a championship contender, and right. I would suggest championship favourite. The fact just his esports team is VER, which is a very quick team. Bo used to be a part of that team, I believe, and many other very quick drivers have been a part of that team. So that's of course a good sign. As a bad sign for the other drivers, though. That
it means that they got to work really, really hard. So this is a chance for the drivers to use strategy now. So Herod, Omar, Shenda, Fairs, Jake Marsh and Harry are all on the medium tyres.
Now, around Bahrain, it is a good strategy to start on the medium tyres, but it is not they haven't gone out, so I'm assuming they're not actually going to go out on those intermediate tyres.
Yeah, I hope not. But Thopia being not the first out. Okay.
It will be the first out. Will be the Haas of Smilett's Kyle, who was first out on track. The
goat himself.
Yes, the boss of Torpedo League, and of course when Torpedo League first started, round 1, season 1, here in Bahrain, he of course was the winner from starting last on the grid, and has made up since then. I believe he's got a couple more wins to his name. Of course, he won the very next race in Russia in season 1. And since has won the season 3 Austrian Grand Prix. Great battle he had in that one. But Kyle looking to just get a stable race here, and to get through into Q2 is a good start and a good return in the new season. A driver that's always been a driver to spring the surprise on us and mix things up, perhaps go for an alternative strategy, or out of nowhere be a front-running driver at one track and then be out in Q2 at the next. It is the joy of Kyle is that you never know what driver you're going to get. No. But, you know, one thing you can guarantee is you're going to get a very nice guy that you can have some fun with. So let's see what Kyle can do as he prepares for his first lap of the session. Going through the final corner now.
A lot of drivers are now chosen the medium tyres, and there's a yellow flag in Sector 3, but I believe that might be a driver just slowing down.
I believe so. There's some very close drivers. A Ferrari and an Alfa Romeo that are very close. I'm not sure what that's about.
Gam just said in the Twitch chat, Jackson, it's called building suspense for the viewers, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
She said LOL, and I made a shushing a shushing noise with my finger up to my lips, and she put, no, I'm trying to help him learn a new skill.
Yes, Smartest Kyle into the hairpin now. What can he do? Gets it through, misses Apex, like he spins up the rear
on exit.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do.
10. Needs to clip the apex nicely, near enough. You're looking good so far.
Coming up the hill, the long rise. Nice flat out section.
There's a lot of traffic in front of him.
Oh, that's close to invalidation there.
Very close.
That's on the limit. Will he keep it on track? No, he won't.
No, he doesn't. He's invalidated it. Oh, dear.
That is a shame to see from Kyle there. But, you know, that's the difficulty of Bahrain. It is a very tough track on track limits. So, let's see.
Herod right behind him. Crosses the line.
To start his flying lap.
Oh, okay.
As Yoram goes fastest, but only 26.0, which is would have got himself knocked out in Q1.
Yeah, 130.3.
That's not exactly the best of laps there. About 5 seconds off the pace. But yeah, Topia, I believe, had backed off on his first attempt. Herod here, let's see what they can do. Heading down the hill now for these tricky S's. Very easy to get a bit wide, a bit offline. Lose some time through there, but he keeps it nice and clean. Gets to the apex of the hairpin. Gets a much better exit than Kyle did. Revs it a bit there, but he's nice and down into the very tricky hairpin. He gets it down through the gears. Gets to his apex now. What can he do on corner exit?
Preston Brennan coming across the line. He goes top, 125.8.
On the medium tyres, that is a very nice lap time there from Preston.
Very nice. Omar, 127.0 for him.
That's not so nice. But again, medium tyres, so you can't.
I would say that's about right for the medium tyres, a 127.0.
Yeah, but you're not going to get into Q2 on a lap time like that. I don't think Dammers has gone ahead of 26.8. So yeah, all these medium lap times are making Preston's lap time look very impressive here.
Very impressive.
He's a second quicker than now 6/10 quicker than the next highest driver on the medium tyres. That being Harold, who's just got into 4th place. But this is interesting. Around Bahrain, the strategy is very much a mix.
There you have it, Sender. A 1:25.7 on the mediums. Toppling the timing screens.
You know what? I still around Bahrain it is advantageous to start on the medium compound tyres because that makes the one stop so much more comfortable. However, it's not impossible to do the one stop on the soft tyre. So
that is true. That is true.
Whilst it is a good thing to be on the medium tyres, in the case of Schender, if he has a choice between starting 11th on the mediums and starting 2nd on the softs, I think you'd want to start 2nd on the softs. But to be honest with you, I would quite like, if I was in this session, I'd love to qualify in 11th place. Purely because from there you can start on the hard tyres, and that strategy is so powerful around this circuit.
It is.
As Fares goes up into 2nd.
1:25.7 as well.
There's some impressive lap times.
Of a second behind Schender. That's how close it is between them two.
But at this stage, barely put a paperclip between them.
Yeah. Oof.
But at this stage, that's the thing, is whilst we have these guys at the top, it is, I mean, a lot of the drivers are trying the medium tyres. I'm surprised there aren't more drivers trying the softs, because if I'm seeing most of the field on mediums, I'm going on the softs. I'm going to lock myself into Q3, because at this stage of the session, whilst it is definitely, as I said, an advantage to be on the medium tyres for this race start, it's not a death sentence if you start on the softs like it is at other tracks like China. You can definitely make the soft hard work around here. And whilst it's not the best, it's definitely better than going out in Q2. Unless, of course, you plan to start on the hard, in which case, then maybe it is better. I mean, I've seen drivers go from last to first around this circuit because they started on the hard compound tyres. And that's where we're going to see the mix
really
up.
Long.
Yeah.
Because I think it's what, a 31 lap race or something like that?
I think 27 springs to mind, but I might be wrong. But
I don't know.
It's a long one. Not the longest, but definitely not the shortest either. And everyone will have strategy is always a big thing here, and safety cars definitely become a factor as well around Bahrain.
Yes,
of course, we saw that last season, didn't we? When there was about 3 or 4 in the matter of about 5 laps. Surprised safety car didn't run out of fuel in that race. It got very busy.
I mean, yesterday, the to relay leg F2, there were a hell of a lot of safety cars. You know, I think we only saw like a maximum of 12 laps between the two races of actual racing, roughly. The rest of them were just safety car laps.
That's a part of racing, though, is knowing how to plan around those safety cars and have the grip when you need it, and save the grip when you don't.
Oh, fuck, you nearly loses the rear end coming out of turn 2.
It's a tricky old corner. Especially on the medium tyres, he's not going to have that rear end stability that you'd have on the soft compound tyres. But still, top you're a very talented driver. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him do a couple of stand-up performances this season. Bit of a lock-up into the hairpin that won't cost him too much lap time as he gets on the power nicely on the corner X. I didn't see an ounce of wheel spin there. As he dives into the tricky turn 10, gets it into the apex at barely a lock-up there. It's one of the trickiest corners to do on the game, and he has nailed it there.
The absolute perfect corner. And the VR Bow has put himself up into P5, so he is safe for the minute. Jake Marsh on an outlap. Yellow flags. He's purple sector 2. Is Thopia.
Let's wait and see.
Where will this put him? Oh, he didn't clip the apex there, but ooh, rear wheel spinning like hell. Comes across the line, and he's quicker, but not as quick as I thought it was going to be.
Nah, the game lying to us as always, hey.
Yeah, and Kimi goes up into P11. Oh, Harry's on a lap. Where is he? Where's he? Oh,
Invalidated.
But
I
he
believe he might be
for
starting
run.
a lap here, yeah. Of course, our reigning champion, a driver that I think we've all got our eyes on this season. Of course, he said it himself that he's probably not going to be in the fight for the Drivers' Championship. But will that stop us hyping him up? No way.
No, it won't.
So here is our reigning champion into turn 1 for his lap on the medium tyres. He's risking it for this strategy here. He knows the advantage, but he's going to give it all he can here.
Obviously, new season, new team. He was in the McLaren last season. He is now in the Renault for this season.
Sadly, his teammate wasn't able to race today, so he's the sole runner in this race. And a team that are definitely looking for the team's championship this season, but this is not the way they'd want to start it up, as with only one car in the season opener. However, of course, last season the eventual Constructors' Champions only had one car in the points in the season opener after one of their drivers lagged out, or had, I believe, their controller actually ran out of battery, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he did. And Jake Marsh, 124.9.
Soft tyres there. Jake's taken our advice, and he's going to comfortably get into Q3 with that lap time. He knows that he's not bothered to take the risk, and I don't blame him. Just get yourself into Q3, and even without a safety car, he can do the one stop. And whilst it may lose him a few on-track positions, in the long term, if there's a safety car, it almost puts him in a better position than the others.
Harry goes up into P8, 126.2
for the new Renault driver,
the reigning champion.
Of course,
he's going to want to do well today. He's going to want to get some decent points for the Renault team, being the solo driver. Who else is on a lap?
No one at the moment. Next driver to be on a lap is Evan. So I'll use the task for the first time today. We have it, so we'll use it. Let's see. I will let you know of Evan's sectors as he sets them. Currently, a bit of to prepare for this lap. Currently, the fastest sector 1 is a 27.398, so pretty much a 27.4. Let's see what Evan can do as he makes his way through this first part of the lap here. It's very tough and tricky to make these corners work, and very easy to make a mistake in there. But again, whilst it's easy to make a mistake, they're so crucial to nail. Just because you have that straight afterwards, which, if you get a bad exit from turn 3, that's going to ruin you up that straight and cost you a lot of lap time. But it's a 27.6 in the first sector for Evan. That's about 2/10 off the current fastest. So that currently, if he keeps that margin up in all 3 sectors, currently on for a 25.5, which would put him P2, which is certainly not a bad effort, but with not many drivers on the softs at the moment, who knows. But Evan here, let's see what he can do. So yeah, currently looking on a decent lap here, potentially Q3, but definitely not for certain. Perhaps going to get a slipstream here. Oh, he's hit the back of Charlie, blocked him! What the hell was Charlie doing there?
He was purple in sector 2. Oh, Charlie.
And Charlie there has ruined Evan's qualifying, and Evan will not get to Q3 now unless something major happens. Charlie just not looking in his mirrors, and that is lazy driving from the Red Bull driver. And I think I'd say, so far, the Red Bull curse is still here.
Yep.
Evan there, he will be absolutely fuming, and I wouldn't blame him. As Charlie now starts his lap. I suppose we should see what Charlie does. Whatever he does, I'm sure he'll have a penalty for most likely the next race of the season, likely a qualifying ban, which at least can't block anyone else that day. Of course, Charlie by no means would have done that deliberately. He was probably just maybe checking task system or something along those lines, perhaps focusing on his tyres. But nonetheless, careless driving from Charlie. But I'm sure it wasn't deliberate or anything like that.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see what the race stewards decide. And obviously, the race stewards today are James Bond Shisha, also known as Leon, and Eddie, also known as Godzilla.
Currently, Charlie, I don't think he's on for a lap that will get him into Q3. He's 4/10 off in Sector 1 alone. Let's see what he is in Sector 2. Let's wait and see here.
Second up. He's the second up. He's purple.
That's not an actual purple. 36.5.
Well, it's a purple. It's a personal best.
He is. It's close. It's only about a tenth off the purple sector. So he's currently 5/10ths off of Jake's lap time. How is the final sector gonna go for Charlie? He'll get into the top 10 and he goes P2 there.
He's P2, 125.5.
But how many more drivers are setting laps?
Kyle is just gone P8, and that is Evan out. Harry is also out of Q2 because Fairs jumps up into P5.
So Harry there, reigning champion out in Q2.
Dammers
up into P2.
Wow, okay.
It appears that the lead Red Bull driver is Dammers 03. Very good lap time there from Dammers. That could, I think, perhaps be a top 5 on the grid come Q3. So Herod. Keep an eye on him.
Herod's coming around the final corner now. Coming across the line.
Where's he going to go? He goes P4.
He goes over P4. So
now
that
Preston.
is Smilets Kyle, Bo, Harry, Evan, and...
Preston is not on a push lap. He's backed off. So let's see what everyone's far. Let me just have a look here. So the drivers that got through on the medium tyre, it was only Shender, Fairs, and Preston are the only 3 drivers who will start the race in the top 10 on the medium tyres. So
that is very, very, very good. Very clever.
I would say what we can use that information there for is there is a good idea to see who are going to be the drivers in the fight for pole position. Yeah. I think Jake's lap on those softs was absolutely impeccable. So I definitely think he'll be in the fight. But those on the mediums there, to get through on those mediums shows that they are definitely in the fight for pole position here. So
because they will have a set of soft tyres ready, primed and ready to go.
So we'll have to wait and see now who can do well. But of course, in Q2, a lot of big names out there. Harry and Bo, 2 drivers that won multiple races last season, out in Q2. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see them try some intriguing strategies for Q3 and perhaps mix things up in the race.
So predictions for Q3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to go with Shender on pole, Preston in second, Fairs in third.
Okay, I'm going to go Jake Marsh pole, Shender second, and Fairs third.
So yeah, now we have to wait for these guys to take their time to consider their Q3.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone will be on the softs here.
So we might as well just sit here and talk absolute pish.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. First car track is going to be one of the McLarens.
Red Bulls are coming out as well. Dram. Put on the mediums. Why?
I would guess that he doesn't have another set of softs, so he's going to do his first lap on mediums just to get some track time, essentially, just to be out there.
He's changed it. No, he's changed it. He's changed it to the softs. He's changed the softs.
Preston first car on track though by quite a bit as well, so he'll have the worst track conditions, which I'm sure he'll be glad to hear. But of course, this first lap is all about just setting a competent lap time, not setting the world on fire. Just setting a decent lap time that, in the event of an issue in your second lap, is good enough to give you a decent grid position. This bank lap, it's not about pushing the absolute limit. It is purely about getting a lap time on the board so that if other drivers make mistakes, you're there to gain on them. Personally, I always found that my first lap in a Q3 session, I would always be very, very careful on track limit to make sure that I didn't invalidate at all costs. My focus would not be the lap time. It would be about getting through the lap without invalidating. And then if the lap time was good at the end of it, bonus, really.
I mean, it was pretty hard for you, though, I must say, because you did invalidate quite a lot of laps through season 4. You know.
I mean, but I'm not invalidating. I'm crashing the car in qualifying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you were struggling a fair bit last season.
In qualifying, wasn't my strong point. On my good days, I could be up there at the front. On my bad days, I'd be sitting at the side of the track next to my crashed car.
Yeah, exactly. Just sunbathing and with a a bottle of beer in your hand.
Just preparing for my last to first challenge, which never happened, sadly. But I mean, Bahrain last season I started at the back, made my way up to P2. So maybe qualifying last isn't necessarily a bad thing. And that's the thing, around here you can overtake and avoid the carnage, which was what I did last season. But as Preston is going to get a little bit of traffic here from an Alfa Romeo that does get out of the way. Not quite sure which Alfa Romeo that was. That was Duramp there, who has got out of the way nicely. I don't think he saw Preston coming because it's a bit of a dart out of the way, I must be honest. But still, I doubt that impeded Preston too much. Maybe more of a distraction than an actual block.
Oh, Omar has left.
Do you think you could give Omar an invite?
I think I can, yes.
Just to make sure that he can get back. I'm not sure if he'll get back in time for another lap. But at least he can get back in for the race. As Preston heads down the back straight now towards the DRS detection point. What can he do? Preston coming around the final corner. Can he get into the 24s on his first attempt in Q3? It's a 24.5. Fantastic lap time there for Preston. And that there is definitely a contender for pole position. But now we have to wait and see what the rest can do.
Jake Marsh started his lap.
Dammers pits at the end of his lap. Charlie also invalidated his first attempt. So we're talking about not invalidating on your banker lap. And what have Red Bull done? They've invalidated with both cars. So
yep.
I mean, they've embraced real life Red Bull with their track invalidations. But you know,
well, you know.
That's the thing. You have 2 runs in Q3 for a reason. You don't do it for the fun of it. You do it so that if you make a mistake on one, you have the second to get back and gain the time you perhaps would have lost. As that is an Alfa Romeo going slowly in the form of Yoram, who I believe may have had a mistake there, as that would have been on his flying lap. So not ideal for Yoram. Around the final corner now is Shenda, I believe. No, it is Kimi on his out lap, about to start his flying lap. Herod comes around the final corner, opens up the DRS flap. Where's he going to go? P3. 7 tenths off the top. Fair's currently only a 10th off Preston at the moment. Let's have a look at sectors, shall we?
Jake Marsh coming down the start-finish straight, crossing the line, and it's only third, 124.9.
Currently, the fastest sectors. Sector 1 goes to Preston. Sector 2 goes to Fairs. Sector 3 goes to Preston. So both drivers have time to find in each sector. So no one yet has set that perfect blitzing lap. But it's so hard, it's almost impossible to find that perfect lap, because from looking at the sectors, I'd say Preston's running lower wings than Fairs, because of course sectors 1 and 2, sectors 1 and 3, sorry, being the ones with top speed being a factor. Whereas the middle sector, of course, being the one where you want that downforce on top of you to keep you glued to the racetrack. And at the moment that is showing in the sectors. But a lot of drivers now coming to the pit lane. As Fairs actually has run out of fuel. No, he's just running in a high gear to confuse me. Or has he run out of fuel? Surely he hasn't run out of fuel. Is not long on track.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
He did.
But Kimi around the final corner now. Where can he go? Across the line, and it is P5. Not a great lap there from Kimi. A second off the nearest car. But got time to find, and I'm sure he will. Lost 8 tenths in the first sector. 9 tenths in the middle sector to pole, this is. And sector 3, I'll say, only 3 tenths lost there. So that's definitely a lot more. Kimi clearly has made a mistake with that lap time, so that is by no means a representative lap from Kimi, who is, of course, a Torpedo Grand Prix winner. So I won't be surprised if we see him up in that mix, perhaps.
And I believe it was Monaco Season 4 he won.
Of course, yeah, Monaco.
He actually won 3 different league races in a row that weekend.
Wow. It's something about Monaco in Torpedo League that brings out the surprise races. It is, honestly, it's my favourite track to go to on the Torpedo League calendar, because you're guaranteed a crazy race.
I actually done a 5 lap around there, when was it? 3 days ago. And I actually finished P2 in that race.
Nice. That's
surprising for me. No.
In the races we have had here in Torpedo League, it has always been an absolutely classic race.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
has.
commentated on the first. I only commentated on one Torpedo League Monaco Grand Prix now. I think about it because I raced in season 2s. But in season 1, we had Branny getting that fantastic win. That no one expected. So any of you watching after this race, go into Torpedo League, go season 1 race highlights, and go find Monaco, because that was one hell of a race.
Didn't he win the season 3 one as well?
No, season. I won in season 3. And
of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. Sorry.
That is what makes Monaco great. Not because I won that. I'd like to make that clear. That sounded wrong. But that's what makes Monaco great, is that every single season has had a first-time winner.
Yeah.
As Dammers has backed out of his lap here to make sure he gets another lap.
Why?
It's because if he'd gone around, he might not have got another lap in. So that's why Dammers has pulled into the pits. That, and he wants to make us look at an empty pit lane for a while. But yeah, only 5 drivers with a lap on the board so far. Who's this heading out? It is Preston
Omar.
Brennan. Oh, is it Omar?
No,
Sorry.
it's not. It's Omar.
He's
He's just got back into the session, so he wants to get out there quick and get a lap in.
They could face some traffic on his lap if he goes out now, which is a risk that he clearly is willing to take.
Yep.
Just wants to get a lap in here, not bothered.
He is having a few connection issues though. He is bouncing all over the circuit at the minute.
Indeed. Which is not what you like to see, but, you know,
No.
he can't do anything to help it.
Nah, it's the Wi-Fi.
It's a load of rubbish.
Let's see here. As Omar makes his way around the lap here. It's an interesting circuit, the Bahrain circuit, because it brings up many different challenges for the drivers, because you have corners like turn 10, which Omar's just gone through there, where you have to be so careful on the brakes and on your steering and get that absolutely perfect. But then you get corners like Omar's about to come up to now, not this one, but the next one, where it's flat out, so you think it's simple, but you have to be so close to that inside curve to get the best line, but without touching it. It's almost like an oval racing skill in that way, to get as low as possible without touching the inside. And that's what I like about it. There's so many, and then you've got corners like turn 2 and turns 1, where you have to really manage the throttle, which is another whole different skill, and that's what I like around here, because to do well at Bahrain, you have to be a very much complete driver. It's not like some circuits, like Monaco as you were speaking about earlier. It's not a track where some drivers suit it well and others don't. It's one where an all-round driver will do well here.
But now, obviously, Omar has started another lap. He is going to get in front. He's going to get behind a lot of traffic. And I believe that is Preston, Fairs, Jake, Herod, Kimi, Bosselli, Shenda, Charlie, and Dammers are out on circuit.
In Sector 1, Omar is 2 tenths off the quickest at the moment. As he makes way, he's just a little tiny bit wide of the apex, the hairpin there. But we're talking millimetre stuff here. But of course, that's what makes the difference in Formula 1. Gets it turned in, gets to the apex nicely there. He's going to get a nice slipstream here from the AlphaTauri.
Nice exit of the turn 10.
He's going to catch Kimi. Kimi gets to a nice slipstream here. The next car will be Herod. Does he know that the McLaren behind him is on a flying lap? He's staying in front. He's going to get out of the way nicely there. Good job there from the Mercedes driver. As Omar makes his way into the next corner and into the final sector. In the middle sector, Omar is 6 tenths off the fastest, but of course missing that first attempt is going to hurt him that little bit. So currently as things stand, he is about 8 tenths off the quickest. Coming up to the line now. Where's Omar going to go? P5,
125.3.
Without the first lap, that is a very solid lap. First car on track.
Charlie is on a lap now.
Through the traumatic turn 4 for Charlie. And
Sector
down
1, 27.5.
27.5, that is that's 2.5 tenths off. 2.5 tenths off the quickest, so not looking like a pole time on the cards for Charlie, but with the current top 3 timers being so quick at the moment, just being in that 2.5 tenths off could still very much put you in a chance of a top 5 here.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's wait and see what Charlie can do. I'll also keep an eye on the task system for any other top drivers. As fastest in the first sector, it is Fairs Milan. As that's been beaten. Who's gone fastest? Someone else
That
has gone
would
purple.
have been Shenda. That would have
And
been
it's actually
Shenda.
Preston in the end. Preston's gone purple in
right,
sector 1.
okay.
We've got a great battle for pole here as Charlie makes his way down the backstretch.
Jake
And invalidation.
Marsh is retired.
Jake has crashed.
Oh,
that's
no.
a shame to see from Jake there. But we've got a three-way fight here for pole position. Preston, Fairs and Shenda. Charlie goes P5. Now let's see what these sector 2s are as they come in.
Shenda crossing sector 2 roundabout now.
Shenda's sector 2 time is a 36.2. The quickest is Preston. Currently he's fast in the first 2 sectors with a 36.1. Preston is the man to beat on this lap here at the moment. Fairs not even a personal best in the second sector.
Shenda Fairs fastest 124.4. Shenda second 124.4. Preston 124.3. He's on pole position.
We have an insane three-way fight here, and it's a battle I can't wait to watch. But Preston absolutely nailing the lap there, and he's the only sector he's not purple in was the final sector. And I take that back, he was purple in the final sector, just not on his best lap. Oh no, he was. It's a glitch on the timing, my mistake. But yeah.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying over and done with. Preston setting the fastest lap of the qualifying, 124.3. He sits on pole position in the McLaren, with Fairs lining up alongside in second place and Shenda in third. Very nice indeed.
Red Bull getting 6th and 7th there as a team, a solid result for them.
Yes, indeed.
Rookie in P5, but we've got a 6/10 gap from the top 3 and then the rest. I think Jake, I think we can perhaps say that he had a few more attempts in him, because he's kind of not getting that final run in. Omar as well, we could say he probably had a bit more time in him as well, only getting 1 run in qualifying.
Yeah, obviously due to having the connection issues, you know, obviously it's not his fault. You know, he did try, bless him.
But whilst it appears a three-way battle at the moment for the win, I around this circuit, it really could be. It
depends on the strategy, you know.
And
really does depend on the strategy.
Were either of us right with our top 3 predictions? I was wrong because I predicted Shenda, Preston, Fairs. What did you predict?
Yeah, you was. I predicted Jake, Fairs, and Shenda.
So both of us were off there.
I got Fairs and Shenda, but I just missed out on the pole.
I put Shenda ahead of Fairs and Preston when he should have been behind both of them. So I wasn't. I had the right top 3, just not in the right order.
In the wrong way around. Yeah, in the wrong.
Indeed.
I'll call the starts. You do the finish.
That sounds perfectly good to me.
Kushti. I'll let you do the grid rundown then.
Okie dokie. Let's wait for these drivers to load in now then, as we prepare for what should be a thrilling race here in Bahrain. Drivers loading in now. Looks all good. They are now on the grid. And after, as Preston appears to not be going anywhere, there we go. Preston started moving now as Jake is taking the lead on the formation lap. He's in AI mode for some reason. But Preston, after a fantastic lap in qualifying, secures pole position for the McLaren team. A team that had a very strong season last season, missing out on the team's championship, but taking the drivers. Can Preston perhaps repeat that this season? As Fairs in second on the grid, a very close top 3 we had. Fairs, whilst he didn't get pole, he's definitely in the fight for the win. Shenda in his debut in Torpedo League, sitting 3rd place on those medium tyres, as the top 3 all are. Let's see, can he do much off the start here? It is definitely possible that he can take the fight to these top 2, as it is a very close up front. Then we have Jake Marsh in 4th position. Didn't get the final run, but on these softs for the first stint here. Could he spring a surprise in the early laps of this race and perhaps take the lead early on? So I'd say look for Jake to be a very quick driver in the early stages of the race, but perhaps struggle a bit more later in the race.
Might need to go a bit quicker because they are getting round to the.
I will go quicker as you get further down the order. What says
Jake Marsh is left.
No, Jake Marsh could you send him an invite?
Yes,
Can you
I'm on it
thank
now.
you.
I'm on it now. I'm on it now.
Herod for Mercedes in 5th place. Of course, Mercedes that record of win every season. He is in 5th place. Charlie in 6th. Dammers in 7th. Good job by the Rebel team. Omar backing up his teammate who has pole position in 8th position. So a solid both in Q3 there. And Omar lines up in 8th. 9th goes to LFR Kimi, who gets a strong qualifying result in Q3. Then it is Yoram in 10th place. The final driver in Q3 didn't set a lap time. Now we get to our interesting drivers here on strategy. It's Kyle on the hard compound tyres. Can he spring a surprise in this race on the strategy? Then it is Bo in 12th place on the mediums. Let's see what the Williams driver can do. A multiple race winner last season. Reigning champion Harry in 13th position here. Surprised to see him down low in qualifying, but on the hard tyres, this could be definitely a contender for the victory. Evan on the mediums for Ferrari in 14th. Topia 15th. Manu 16th. 17th for Justin, Racing Point, not the best qualifying. Iron Apple 18th, and Forever Sin on hard tyres brings up the back of the grid.
So here we go. And unfortunately, Jake Marsh's car will end up bolting off.
It hasn't.
No, it hasn't. Revs are up. Gears are enabled. Overtake enabled, and it's lights out and away we go. Preston gets an almighty start. Shenda also getting a good start, but look at this, Herod going through the middle, and this is a freeway sandwich. Oh my good lord! And there's a crash, and that is Dammer's round.
Charlie's round.
It's Charlie's round.
And Iron Apple.
Excuse me,
that's
my
Jake.
throat.
That's Jake around
Jake
as well,
Marsh,
with
no.
big wing damage. But up at the front, there's battling going on still. Oh, that's spinning! That's Shenda out of the race! He's crashed with Herod! Shenda's out! Shenda has crashed out!
Is out! His
Safety
debut
car!
Start! Oh no! It's gone
And
back
it's
to
a
earth.
carnage! Lap 1.
And hang on, and that is Harry round as well.
Oh my
Harry is all the way down in the 16th position. Wow. But the two biggest movers are Forever Sin and Thopia seem to be battling here. Hang on a minute. Safety car, boys, safety car. Remember that. Forever Sin up 8 positions and Justin up 8 positions also.
But up
Great
9
start from
position
both of
is Bo
Yeah.
in 3rd place.
Oi,
What the hell has he done?
Start.
Did he? Can we check he hasn't jumped it, lads? He's got no penalty, but what a start from the Williams driver. I mean, I said he's a multiple Torpedo League F1 Grand Prix winner. I would not be surprised if he sprung a surprise in this race, and I mean that's certainly a surprise. The Williams driver up in 13th place. I mean, one of our contenders for the win out, another one with wing damage. I mean, what is going on? That's into the pits is Dammers. Does he have wing damage? Could this perhaps have been contact between the Red Bull teammates? There's a few other drivers in the pit, and it is a replacement wing going onto Damas's car. Could this have been contact between the Red Bulls? Topia in. Jake.
Yeah, Jake Marsh is in as well. Iron Apple is in the pits, but Jake Marsh is back into his car.
That's the crucial thing is around Bahrain is that you can very much overtake. I mean,
yes.
Last season I spent about 5-10 laps stuck in about 10th, 11th place, and then in the end I ended up in 2nd. So you just have to be there. Just never give up around this circuit is what I learned. Because even if you don't have the best pace, which I certainly didn't last season, just avoid the carnage and you have a chance at getting a good result. And
there's the pit stop strategy from mediums to hards for the 1 stop, or for the 2 stops, medium, soft, medium.
I'm going to briefly check now.
Wow, what a start to this race. And Forever Sin has already got a penalty. Oh dear. What was that for?
It was a collision with Harry under safety car, so that's potentially going to get removed. I'm now going to check the group chat, see if anything's being said about that incident on lap 1.
No doubt there probably will be.
If my Instagram decides to load, that is. Charlie has said that he messed up here. Apparently Charlie's
Ooh.
done something. Let's check. Let's have a look. Charlie apparently will get a penalty, and I think this is for the qualifying incident, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, Charlie there likely will get a penalty for that. Let's see what they're saying in the group chats. Jake said he had to leave on purpose because he had the 30 FPS glitch.
Oh. Okay.
Let's wait and see. I'm seeing nothing from Shender, I believe, is blaming Harold for their lap 1 incident, as that is Charlie into the pits now.
Well, if Shender is watching the stream, then I would strongly advise you to send the clip into the stewards, and they will review it. And if Harold was at fault, then he will receive a penalty for it. And Charlie is in the pit lane.
Yeah, he's to the back of the grid. Red Bull, they had a good qualifying position, 6th and 7th. And now down 13th and 18th. That's not what they would have wanted here.
No, the Red Bull curse is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Shendra said he has sent the clip to Leon. So
right.
good, nice one there. Shendra, give us any more information, that would be appreciated on the incident.
Yeah, that would be great.
I saw the end of it. I'm guessing it was the simple... I would guess that Shender's had a little bit of wheel spin on his medium tyres, Herod on his softs had more grip and just driven into the back.
However, if needs be, send the clip to either British Army or Jackson55F1 on the Instagram, and we will have a look ourselves and give a live opinion on stream, possibly.
Safety car will most likely be in this lap, so...
Yes, every single driver is now together.
I will get my task back up and have a look. And it's in Dutch, that's always nice. So I'm going to have to guess.
And the safety car is in this lap, so Preston will back the field up.
Okay, I'll be honest here, I'm not going to be able to use TAS. I somehow changed the language of it. No, I fixed it. I think I accidentally hit the German flag. I've clicked the United Kingdom flag. We fixed it, lads. As we prepare for the restart here. Preston, when's he going to go? In Bahrain, you want to go quite late because of that long run to turn 1. Let's see, when's Preston going to go? He's going to go on the exit of this corner. He isn't. He's still not gone yet. He's letting that safety car get to the pits, and he goes.
And he's gone. Look at that. What an almighty restart, but look at this.
Bo,
the
going up into P2.
Bo, down the inside, off Fez. Very tight. But look at this, the other Alfa Romeo of Duran.
Getting involved there. Let's see how these guys fare as they head up towards the tricky turn 4. We've seen incidents here already today.
Lock up of the brakes. But Herod is taking advantage of this.
Oh, crash. It's Kyle. No, it is Kyle. With wing damage, he spun up the rears coming out of turn 4 and he's got big wing damage there. That's not what Kyle would have wanted. But up at the front, Bo holds on to P3 here. After what can only be described as a monumental getaway. But Herod's going to the outside of turn 10. That was never going to work. But he's going to go for the switchback. On those soft tyres, we knew they softened up better grip in these early stages. That safety car is going to extend the life they'll have. So it is definitely possible that Herod could have the grip here in these early stages with Horan behind him. Let's see what Herod can do on the back of Bo's medium shod Williams car. But Preston up front, checking out at the moment. He's got over a second gap already. Can he hold on to it though? Will fares start to close back in? But here, in the battle for P3 at the moment, it is very close as they head towards the final couple of corners. What can Herod do? Does he have the grip, or will those softs die off too quickly? I mean, these softs around here, they melt, really, is the best way of describing it.
Pretty much.
See.
But Herod...
Looking at Tyra at the moment, as that's a spinner and it's Jake at the back of the pack. Jake has had a moment. And has he got away without damage? Let's have a look.
Yes, he has. He's
Indeed
okay
he has.
by the looks of it.
2 cars with damage at the moment are Omar and Kyle. Kyle 44%, Omar 12%.
Oh, there's a battle going on with the two Racing Point drivers, and Omar as well getting involved in this.
Omar has a little bit of wing damage,
they
he
go
does.
side by side. Oh, risky, very risky. Oh.
Omar sends it up the inside.
Oh, as I like to call it, a Jackson bomb. Oh, the good old days, Jackson.
Yeah.
The good old days. We're not even going to talk about EDL Season 1, but yeah. EDL Season 1 Canada. Yeah. That was funny. That was funny, I've got to admit.
But Bo still has got Harold on the back of Harry has got past Forever Sin there. Harry making those hard tyres work at the moment.
Right now.
Let's have a look at the tyres that everyone's on. Currently top driver on the hards is Kyle, but with that wing damage he is surely going to lose the place to Harry in a matter of time here. Looking at tyre wear up front at the moment, best tyre at the moment, I've got obviously the top three is Bo, because of course he did not qualify on those mediums. As Fairs does set the fast lap of the race and gets back within DRS of Preston. Harold's tyre wear isn't dreadful at the moment. He's got 36% wear. However, Horam behind him, 50% wear on his tyres. So Horam here...
I mean, the two Racing Point drivers up 10 positions each are in 6th and 7th right now. They're doing really, really well.
I said earlier that around Bahrain, you can overtake, and is that's battle between Harold's off the road. Harold's off the road, he's spun up the rears, and he's dropped the positions. The Racing Points are now both up 11 positions. I said it under safety car, around Bahrain, just avoid the carnage at Bahrain, and you will find your way in a great position. And Racing Point are doing just that.
Forever Sin's having an issue. He's dropped all the way down.
What's happened here to Forever Sin? Has he got some damage? Let's have a look.
I don't know, but he's gone in deep into turn 10.
And he's near the contact with Dammers. Charlie, sorry. But Forever Sin with 31% wing damage. That's why Forever Sin is dropped. But he's used up all his ERS already.
He's not taken out of overtake. That's his issue.
He needs to leave the session. He's had the glitch I had in Season 3 Bahrain. Unless he's just forgotten. But Forever Sin here, he needs to leave and rejoin the session. That is the only way you'll fix it. It's just not worth waiting. It's just that bad.
Backing out.
And he's turned it off. He's just forgotten. It was Scott. He had just forgotten to turn it off. So forget the glitch. Scott had forgotten to turn it off, lads.
Oh, Scott, your debut race in the Season 5, mate, and you mess.
But Harry getting past Kyle here. Kyle, I'm sure, will not fight that one too hard, but his wing damage not quite worth it at this stage.
He's just moved all the way down to 17th position now. Jake Marsh will be the next to overtake him, no doubt. But Smiley's Kyle, with wing damage, is sticking right behind Harry, the defending champion.
See, that's the thing, is that around here, just keep the car on the track and you're in a good position. As that is Iron Apple going for the move on Kyle, if I'm not mistaken. No, not quite. Iron Apple, but he's on the back of his teammate here. Could Iron Apple get up into the top 10 here on these soft compound tyres? He should have the grip. He also has a front wing, which is always a nice advantage to have. Yeah. Omar also with wing damage, currently in 8th place, so you can clearly see it's been a race of attrition so far today. But Fez, just sitting on the edge of DRS to Preston. Preston's pulled out that gap again now. Preston with better tyres.
Everyone is still pretty close together.
If you ignore the top three.
But yeah.
Who have just checked out in the distance. But Preston has slightly better tyres at the moment.
Well, yeah, no, the top three, yeah.
Yeah, Horam's got very bad tyres, so I think he's going to slowly drop into this group of cars.
Yeah, he is slowly dropping back now.
Horam, I think, is going to have to pit. Omar's lagged out.
Omar is lagged out. He's going to move down the order. I will try and invite him back, but...
Thank you. As that's Justin and Herod battling into turn 1 here. Justin going to try to switch back as they make their way up the hill. He hasn't got the grip, I don't think. As at the moment, I think Horam is going to have to pit at the end of this lap. His tyres are dead. 64% already. Meanwhile, the driver behind him, 51%, but also on the same comp. I mean, 51% is not good either, but at least you've got another lap or two in yourself. But if you're going to go soft to hard, the pit windows are round about open now. So soft to hard
is in
open.
The pits. He's on the mediums.
Ferguson's relying on a safety car now. Can Herod make a move on the back of Horam here? He has much better grip on these tyres. What can he do? DRS is enabled in the slipstream. Laid on the brakes, turning in. Down to 4th gear, gets the power. Oh, a big slide. His tyres are absolutely dead. Herod's going to be all over the back of him as they make their way up. Oh, nearly spinning there. He just hasn't got any rear grip. He's got nothing.
He's got no grip whatsoever, and you can see the graining on the rear tyres if you're riding on board with Herod. I mean, the graining looks really, really bad, especially on the front as well. Look at a massive lock-up going into the last corner.
That's not going to help the way. He surely has to pit this lap,
Ram's
but he doesn't.
not pitting, no. But he's going to lose the position to Herod, who runs past him with an absolute blistering pace.
If all that is, a couple overtakes further down the order, is Iron Apple wheel to wheel with Kyle. Iron Apple up the inside of his teammate. Oh, with a contact. It looks like Kyle may have nudged the back of his teammate there, as I believe Charlie has got past Evan, as all these drivers are making their way up the field. But Horam here, if he doesn't pit this lap, he's putting himself at a risk of a puncture now. He has to pit at the end of this lap.
What percentage are his tyres on?
72%, and he's gaining about 8% a lap. And he's locking it up big time there.
Oh, Manu gets a penalty for multiple warnings.
That's not what the racing we need with a field this close. That's just not what you need. That is top gear right on the back of Kyle, and he's going to try it around the outside. That's not the way to go. Perhaps going to try and have a look for the switchback now. As that's a slow as that is, Horam that's pulling out the way to try and defend.
Justin goes past, no problem at all. Up 12 positions now.
Horam's going to be sliding. Oh, he could well spin. Oh, he's so close to losing the car.
He's getting really squiffy.
Oh, spinner. Is that Jake again? It's Jake again.
That is Jake again.
Ah, the driver that started 4th today. He's had 2 spins on his own. It's a tough all day. But once you get into that cycle, having a tough race, it's tough to get out of it.
It is.
Will Horam pit? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Wisely so.
Yep.
78% as he pitted there.
Oof. So what's the front runner's tyres looking like?
Up front, current race leader Preston Brennan is on 45% on his worst tyre. Then in second, Fares has 50% on his worst tyre. Made that 51%, it's just gone up. Then in third, Bo with only 38% wear on his tyre, so he's in a good position at the moment.
Okay. So
Harold
Bo could literally go another 2 laps extra.
Yeah. But at the moment, he doesn't seem to have the pace at the moment, though, to be honest.
No, he doesn't.
He's got so much better tyres, but in the nice possible way, he's just not lapping as quickly. Given the tyres he has, he should be easily keeping up.
Yeah, he's 3.5 seconds behind Fares. He should easily be within a second and a half, just keeping it there. But no, he's just not got the pace right now.
Harry could be the guy to watch at the moment.
He is up at the 6th place.
On those hard tyres, about to make himself into 5th place.
Great drive there from Harry. Will he engage the overtake button? No, he doesn't, but he will do for the start-finish straight, no doubt. Locking up the front right. And the soft tyre runners are pitting, so Herod and Justin, is it? Yes.
Yes. No, Justin has pitted. Manu has stayed out here. I'm going to stay as Jake sets the fast lap of the race, so he's got the pace. He just needs to keep it pointing in the right direction at the moment, to be honest.
That will be an extra point for him. Because obviously the new point system regarding the fastest lap is 2 extra points for fastest lap if you get it inside the top 10. And a single point if you get it outside of the top 10. Which I think is fair.
It's a great idea. It means that sort of in the event you have a tough race, you've got more reason to stay around.
Exactly.
And that's always good, because sometimes you have a bad race. I mean, if that rule was in last season, I would have only not scored points in 1 race last season. Which would have been very painful. Because that would have been the same as the previous season as well. But that's the thing, is these rules, like that gives you that motivation to stay around. And if I would have loved to have that rule when I was there, and I'm sure a lot of these other drivers are glad to have that rule around, because in a league where every little point matters, every single point means so much. And
I mean, I don't think there has been many drastic changes to the rules, has there? Oh, and Harry gets a bit squiffy coming out the final corner. Manages to keep it in a straight line. Charlie is... Oh, that's Manu pitting. From 5th place.
Preston at the moment is pulling out a lead.
Yeah, he is. And Harry is gaining on Bo. Only little by little, though. What is Harry's tyres on?
His tyre wear currently... Let me have a look. Harry's tyres are on 45%, 3% better than Bo's. Up front, Preston 56%.
Oh, yellow flag to 2, and that is a
Red Bull
of...
I know it's a Ferrari, Topia. Topia with big wing damage.
Oh dear.
So that's Topia is going to have to pit now.
Yes, he's only got a barge board on the left-hand side.
Let's see. Let's see. I mean, the front left is just no longer there. Let's see if we can drag that one back to the pits. Luckily, this is around the time he would have been pitting anyway. So, whilst it will cost him a lot of time, it's not a race ruiner.
No, it's not.
As the times are now returning to our screen. Nice of them to disappear briefly. Harry, I think he needs a safety car to get back in the fight here. Because with his current pace and sort of situation, I don't know if I like the pace.
Not necessarily. I mean, he is trying using no line whatsoever, so he is, you know, gradually getting used to where the braking zones are. And I think, in all fairness, I think he's doing an absolute superb job.
I agree.
You know, to literally only having no ABS, no line, he's doing a superb job about it.
I'm not sure if he's got no line yet or not. I think he's too quick, I'd say, to be no line yet. But if he is no line, then he's doing a good job. But I've got a hunch he isn't at the moment. Definitely no ABS, though. As you will have heard the tyre locking up then.
Yeah. But yeah, he is starting to drop back a fair bit now. He's now 8.6 seconds. He was 8.4. And he is gradually getting higher.
Third down the order, we have a bit of a scrap here. The Racing Points and Horam between them. These guys are very close on track at the moment. Be interesting to see what these guys get up to.
Yeah.
I assume the Racing Points will work together well. From past experience, they have always been good teammates. As into the pits is Bo into the pits from 3rd place.
Yeah. And that will promote Harry up into 3rd place.
Bo had the best tyre wear of the top 3 and is pitted first. That's an interesting stat.
But the Racing Points are on split strategies of Justin being on the hards and Manu being on the mediums. So we'll see what the pace is like. Oh, there was a late move there for Justin, but Duram going... Oh! Wow, Manu! Woo! That was lucky, dude.
That was very close there. He had an instant down at turn 1 last season here. And that is Bo getting past Kimmy. Kimmy's in the wall! Kimmy's in the wall!
No,
There's been
Kimmy!
contact between Bo and Kimmy. Kimmy's missing an end plate.
Oh,
he was just racing with Bo, I believe. Bo came out right behind him. And now it's a missing end plate for Kimmy, and he's already pitted, so that is... it's tough for Kimmy. He's going to have to pit for hard tyres or try and stay out without wing damage. I expect to see...
It can't have been Bo. It can't have been Bo, because Bo's just gone around turn 10.
Yeah. No, that's Jake.
But...
Oh, no, it is Bo. Wait. It was Bo that was involved, because I saw Bo come out right behind Kimmy. Bo came out right behind him. Kimmy was in the wall for a while, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because Kimmy's... Yeah, Kimmy's 2 corners behind. Yeah, it definitely was. The leaders are into the pits, as I suspected.
Right, okay. Fine. Fair enough. And now Harry is your race leader.
Can Fez catch in the pits here? Doesn't look like it now. Traffic's going to come into things.
Harry, I believe, is going to be pitting after this lap. He has got his pit light icon on.
Charlie can't go to the end of this race, but he will inherit the lead when Harry pits.
Yes.
But see, as Kyle could pose an issue here.
Pitted yet, has he?
He has. He pitted under safety
yes,
car at the start.
Yeah. He did, yeah. He did, yeah.
Preston could have a tough time here with Kyle. As he's going to be behind a car with worn tyres and wing damage. And as we could see a Preston bomb soon. As he's on the back of cars going forward, but Preston here, he needs to make the move quick. Fez, however, also has traffic, so Preston hasn't got too much of a rush though. Fez he's got a nice comfy gap to Fez. And Fez also got a car in between himself and Preston, so both of these guys not in great situations, but equally bad situations.
Preston is right behind Kyle going round turn 13, I think.
You might be right there.
Yeah, it was turn 13, then turn 14.
Now, Preston is right. I mean, it's going to be an easy move down the front straight now, I think.
Oh, yeah. And I believe that was Charlie going in the pits,
and
so
Carl's
is
pitting.
Kyle.
So Harry will continue to lead this race then.
Yeah, by how far? 9.1 seconds, and it is dropping very, very
go for the move
rapidly.
on Jake. Fez up the inside of Jake into turn 1 here. Jake's going to go for the switch back. He's got the medium tyres, but does he have the grip? No, he doesn't. Not able to get the power down. That's a big battle here. Massive, but 4 wide into turn 1. It's 4 wide into turn 1. That is Kimi, Justin, Horam, Manu. I don't know, 2 wide going through. Big moment. Kimi's off the road. He spins. He smashes into Horam. Big moment there. As that is Horam slowing down Kimi, slowing down Horam's in front of Kimi now. Racing Point have just found themselves in quite the pickle there.
No doubt that's going to be investigated.
Yeah, Kimi just looks like he got a bit loose coming through turn 2 and slammed into the Horam. He was lucky Horam was there, otherwise that was going to be a visit to the barriers there. And it's not a barrier that people like to think about.
But Preston is on a charge. He's just near enough taking a
off the road is Kimi, sorry. Sorry to interrupt there. Kimi off the road again there. He's kept it going, but another tricky moment there for Kimi. Is Charlie going to go around the outside of Foram here? Well, he's going to try it. Will it work? Yes, he will. Oh, no, contact. Oh, that was close. A bit of rub in there. But like just lucky there for both of them to stay pointing in the right direction. That's sort of contact you usually see a car go spinning after. But Charlie here, despite all that's happened, he's in a very good situation here. Because he's got these medium tyres. They're going to be so much more grippy. And he's got a good chance in this race, you know.
He has. Preston's set the fastest lap of the race.
As Jake is on the back. Jake's still on the back of Fairs, but not quite close enough.
Turn 2.
Oh, they're going Wilson into the pit lane. Kimi speeds. Did Horam speed as well?
No, I don't think he did.
I think you're right there. So yeah.
I don't think he did.
I don't know what's quite happened between Horam and Kimi, but that's an interesting series of events that have gone on there.
But medium tyres are going on. For new front wings for both. Kimi will get out in front.
Just seeing now, just now some wing damage, which is why he's not as quick anymore. Just now some wing damage.
And Charlie is literally right behind him.
But I'm going to have to guess Justin got the wing damage from the incident that they had down in turns 1, 2 and 3.
Yes.
I'll have another quick peek at the Kimi-Horam battle. Horam's going to look to the inside, he's going to go for it. He's going to send it up into contact. Kimi's around. Kimi's backwards. What has happened there? Kimi's into the gravel. And that is, I think, the 3rd time in a matter of 2 laps that those two have come together.
Yeah.
That was
Has he got any wing?
No, Kimi managed to keep it out of the walls. That's Charlie getting past Justin. Justin fighting back there, wheel to wheel. As they head down at the back stretch here. Justin got a podium in Bahrain last season. That's Kimi who's spun again. But he's kept it going.
His tyres are going to be lit up.
I'm imagining he's got some tyre temperature issues now as Charlie's going to surely rocket past Justin. Down the stretch as they head down towards turn 1. Jake losing. He might even drop out. Jake's going to drop out the points here, I believe. After that push up, Charlie up the inside into turn 1. Nice and easy on the brakes. Justin on those hard tyres. Surely can't fight back. And Charlie up into 8th place now. Gonna want to hunt down
Manu. Comes out in front of Kyle.
Always close though. Did Kyle change his swing in the pit stop? I believe he did.
Yes, he did.
So Kyle here could have a good run as safety car, virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car, and I believe that would be for
Kimmy. He's lost his entire wing now.
Yeah, and that will be for debris on the track.
So Kimmy there.
Kimmy's struggling.
It's a shame to see Kimmy. I've got a feeling he may retire in the pits here because he's going to go a lap down.
Yeah.
It's a shame to see Kimmy. But I think some of that incident was of his own making. I'm not sure, but...
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see after this. Who does this virtual safety car benefit? Harry! Harry's going to gain a ton here, I've just realised.
Yes, he's in the pit lane.
If he has the pace on the medium tyres, this could be a very lucky virtual safety car here for Harry.
Yes.
DRS is enabled though, so it's not going to be his entire pit stop, so it's not going to be quite as good as he would have hoped for. But Harry here is going to gain a lot.
Stop.
Harry,
I think, quick stop.
Harry could get the podium here. That's definitely possible. He's going to have to fight for it, but he's in the fight. He's going to be down in 6th place now. But with those medium tyres, he's going to be quick.
A brand new set of mediums as well.
And turn 1 he goes.
No doubt. Away he goes, overtake enabled. 6th place is Harry, he rejoins in 6th, in front of Manu, behind Harry and Dammers. Dammers up into 4th place.
Jake going for the move on Evan here. Jake's going to send it up the inside of Evan there into turn 4, get it done nice and quickly. Kyle will now want to be putting the pressure on
Jake
Evan.
Marsh will have to pit again because he is on the soft tyres.
He will actually. Why has he gone to the softs? He can't take those to the end, surely.
Idea. No, he won't.
He must have run out of mediums.
Check the task. See what the percentage is.
He's just pitted. He's just pitted for them. They are fresh.
Oh, Kyle! Down the inside into turn 10 on Evan. What a move! Great job there for Smilett's Kyle.
Jake's on the painted
He's
surface there.
He's on a charge right now.
And up into 9th place. I didn't see that one coming.
No.
Herald, I believe, is about to have a battle with Dammers as they head down the front stretch. He's going to get the DRS here as they head towards turn 1.
Charlie doesn't go defensive.
And
wow,
Harold
look at the
straight
speed. But Harry is also gaining on these two.
If these two battle, Harry will be on the back of them so much quicker here.
And there you go, Jake Marsh, fastest lap of the race, 1:28.0.
As Justin has got passed by Kyle now, Justin's wing damage is really starting to hurt him. And it's a shame to see after that strong first stint, he's fading away in this second stint. Evan surely will be lining up to pass him now. Bit of lag there from Jake, which is obviously not what you want to see, given his history.
Bit.
But now got a good scrap on here for P4 as Harry is close to the back of Dammers as I'm around to tricky turn 10. Gets to the apex nicely. Harry's going to have the DRS on Dammers. I imagine he's not going to go for it yet. He's got a lot of ERS in the bank, so I imagine he's going to try it probably down the front straight away next lap. That would probably be the wisest part of the track to go for it on. Meanwhile, Justin here may be about to get passed by Evan. Yes.
Jackson, it's not NASCAR, mate. We don't call it straight away. Start finish straight, son. Start finish straight.
Well, right? It's straight. It's a straight away. It's not. It's the same thing. It's not different to not each motorsport has its own name for the straight. There's different start names for different straights.
I'm just being a dick. Don't worry. And Harry getting past Dammers now, up into P5. Look at the speed. Wow. Go on, Harry, son. The defending champion is up into 5th place. Chasing 4th now. Can he do it in 8 laps? Can he get podium in 8 laps?
It's not impossible, but it's going to take some work here. Justin has come into the pits. He has given up on those hard tyres and has decided to box for some fresh ones. I assume he'll be changing his wing as well here, and yes he is.
Yeah.
Kimi, credit to Kimi, he's staying in this race at the moment, so good job to him.
Yeah.
He's having a tough old time, but he's kept in the fight. He knows anything is possible in Torpedo League. Just now down to 17th place. Tough for him. But Harry now on the back of Harold. Weaving around a bit.
Trying to warm up. Yeah, he's trying to warm up those tyres a bit more, trying to get them a bit more grippy.
Let's see what Harry does as he makes his way up the hill now.
Bit of a lock-up going into turn 14. Herod doing the same thing.
I think they're just saying hello to each other.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, massive lock-up! That's gonna drop him back a fair bit. But the speed, here we go. Hurry down the inside, gets past him with absolute ease, not a problem. Thank you very much. And he is now 3.6 seconds behind Bo. I reckon he's got a podium here.
Only possible as Charlie is battling with Manu here. Let's see. They're gonna end up
and
battling.
He's got past.
Yeah, but Manu's got the DRS and he's got the ERS. Manu's gonna go up the inside. Old Charlie. He's gonna have some memories here from turn 4. But Manu on the inside.
What is this?
Manu not able to make the move there as Jake watches here.
I'm sorry, but that is still the best reaction I've ever heard in a league race. Ever.
Jake pushing Manu through the corner there. He pushed Manu straight off the road. We spoke about NASCAR. That's a NASCAR style move there as he goes around the outside into turn. Oh, Manu's around!
Oh,
and he's hit Charlie!
Oh no, Manu! Why?
And Manu's thrown away a points position there. Oh, Manu, that's a shame to see. He's still in P10, but with that penalty.
There.
Has he got away with it? I believe he has.
He's got no wing. He's got no wing damage. I don't think.
He has got away with it. He has. That's.
He has. Yeah.
Hit them side pod first. That of course in the next game won't be getting away with that.
That will not happen. No, because so they have no choice but to drive clean.
Dammers will have to pit again before the end of the race, or he will get a puncture. Just something of note there. Currently on 74% wear with 6 laps to go.
Oh god.
He's 7 laps, sorry, to go. No. Yeah, 7 laps to go. It's not looking good for him as Jake knows. His efforts against Charlie slightly improved by the fact that Charlie was slammed by a sliding racing point. What's Jake's tyres looking like? Let's have a look, shall we? To be fair, 30%. I reckon he might be able to get these to the end. So that could be good to see a point finish here for Jake. After a tough old race, he's having a good one now.
Well, what lap did he pit?
I do not know.
I'll check race directory. Hang on.
I think he's on for about 11 laps on these tyres, which isn't possible on high tyre wear, on high fuel.
He
but
pitted on the end of lap 18.
Okay.
So he's done 1, 2, 3, 4 laps on these tyres.
He's going to try. So he needs to double that. So that's about. It's going to be tight, but I think he's going to risk it. As Charlie and Jake are battling here, wheel to wheel, coming up the hill. He's got the slipstream. Where will he go to the move though? Charlie's got quite good grip as well, so it's not going to be an easy move for Jake by no means. As they make their way down now towards the final corners. Jake a little bit off his apex, but with the soft tyres shouldn't affect him too much. He hasn't got much ERS though, but neither does Charlie. Charlie goes to the inside to defend.
Dammers is pitted.
Dammers has given up on that strategy. Jake
Marsh
to the inside.
Oh no, Charlie's not giving in. Charlie's not giving in. He's round the outside.
He's going to stuff his nose up the inside there. That could end badly. Oh, I've seen many a time drivers not giving space there.
Very clean by these two. Great job.
Don't say it too soon though, as they go wheel to wheel into turn 4. On the outside is Jake, the inside is Charlie.
There's no contact. This is great
driving
by these two drivers. Great driving.
Good respect there from the two of them.
Good job, boys. Good job.
That's what you love to see.
Look at this. Harry on the charge. He is near enough within a second of Bo.
Omar has now lost his place to Justin now. It's not been Omar's day. But the podium places here Are we about to see a change of position?
Oh.
Let's see, what can Harry do here? Can he get in?
Can he get within that second
place? He might not do it this
lap. He might
lap.
not get it this lap, but he will definitely get it next lap. Or unless he can get it going out of turn 1. And he will. If he uses a bit of ERS, he might be able to get it.
I think he's saving. I think he knows that he's going to need to use it to get past here. Bo's got much better ERS at the moment, so it is important that Harry can save his ERS here and not blow it all too soon.
Yeah.
So back from Bo's Williams car here. Watch that. Yellow Renault get closer and closer and closer.
He needs to be a hell of a lot closer coming out of the final corner if he wants a chance of getting podium.
Just having a look at the mini-map now, see if there's any other battles on the racetrack at the moment. I'm going to quickly flick to a battle here for P11. Iron Apple, Top P, and Dammers. Dammers off the road. What's happened to Dammers here? Has he got damage?
But he is on the soft tyres.
Damage for Dammers. What's happened here?
Yeah, his left wing end plate's gone.
He's got heavy damage there, has Dammers.
Yeah, he's losing a hell of a lot of time coming out.
As Toppy is right on the back of Iron Apple, he's surely going to go for a typical send. No, he's not quite got the confidence there. I have to wait and see here. Well, he's going to send it, I think, up the inside. No, he's not. He's going to... Yes, he is. No, he isn't.
No, he's... Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't.
Will he go for it to the next corner? But let's have a quick
he's going to get it
back.
here. He's getting it here. Look at this.
Harry's not going to get it here. Harry's not going to get P3 on this occasion, so I've just missed this battle. Apologies, viewers.
No. Come on, Harry. Hold your finger out.
I see Bo's had an excellent drive here. Remember, he started, what, P12 here. Harry, P13.
I think Bo is actually using his ERS to defend and get out of the DRS range.
Smart. But both Harry and Bo have gained 9 place in this race. Both of them have had absolutely stellar. As that's a spinning McLaren. Who is it? As it's battling further up the order, it's Omar that's gone around. He's kept it going though.
No.
Charlie and Kyle are battling as they head up into turn 4. Charlie on the inside, Kyle on the outside. Wheel to wheel action here. Who's going to come out on top as they head into the S section here? Charlie sends it in there.
And Kyle nudges his rear end.
Or Charlie's going to have to defend here. Kyle stays back. He's sensible there.
No, he's not. He sends it.
Oh, I did not see that one coming.
Kyle sends it down the inside, but he's not going to get it done. He might make the move around the outside. No, he won't.
I have to apologise. My camera work has been dreadful in the last couple of laps. Every single time an action happens, I switch to a different battle. So I'm going to stay with these two.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Harry's within a second.
Will it be enough, though?
But will Bo use his ERS to defend?
Let's see. He's going to have it. He's going to stay ahead on this occasion.
Yeah, he is.
Harry's there now, though.
We've got 3 laps to go. He is there.
He's not going to go for it this lap. Harry is staying behind.
They are both on equal ERS.
Harry with better tyres, though.
Exactly. Smiley's Kyle getting past Charlie, but Charlie will have the DRS. Will he? No, he won't. Kyle got it.
Charlie isn't able to go for it on this occasion. Justin on the back of Foram here for P13. Justin's going to send it to the outside. Is he? Yellow flag.
Oh, there's a yellow flag.
There's a spinning top gear.
Spinning round on the hard tyres. Luckily, he kept it out of the wall.
Justin could be about to go for the move here on Horam. No, Horam's going to use all his ERS here to his advantage. But the soft tyres on Justin's car are working well at the moment. Harry is on the back of Bo.
Oh, he's got the move already. Oh, look at this. He's got the move done.
He sent it up the inside, Bo. What will he do? He doesn't want to be ahead going into this corner. Oh, he's giving him a nudge. Harry's locking up there.
Oh,
Bo wants the DRS.
Harry keeps it.
Here we go. As they head now towards turn 1 as they start the penultimate lap of the race here. Bo's going to go to the outside line. He's going to fight back and he's going to take that 3rd place back. Harry settling in to P4. Now, can Harry get him? He's not got many more chances left in this race.
Omar gets a 3-second time penalty.
Harry's not going to go for it into turn
No,
4.
Harry is saving his ERS for a last lap sprint. He wants that 3rd place. He's hungry for it. But they're both on equal ERS though.
Oh,
Yellow
Kyle's
flag
around.
set to 1.
Kyle made a mistake.
No.
I think now at this stage of the
damage.
race, that's it, is where I'm going to fight back on Justin here. He is. Justin goes defensive for him to the outside. What's he going to do? Going to hold it around the outside. As there's the lap car of Kimi in the picture as well. That could end badly as they head up the hill.
That's going to end badly. They contact.
They survive for now. I'd like it if these guys get their battle done quicker, because we've got to go watch the battle for P3. But Justin stays ahead for now. But in the battle for P3 here, Bo is breaking the toe. As we've switched, there we go. Bo breaking the toe. Harry here has lost a lot of time. He's going to have to go all or nothing. As Omar's retired in the pit lane with a lap to go.
In the pit lane.
Bo.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, what are the pit rules for this season? That's what I'm wondering.
To
the outside goes Harry. To the outside goes Harry.
I'm sorry,
let's focus on this battle anyway. Let's ignore that and let's focus on the battle.
Okay.
As Bo defends here, Harry's going to go to the outside line.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Around the outside goes Harry on Bo. Bo sends it off the inside. Can Bo keep his nose in here? As they're wheel banging. As they make their way downhill. Will there be contact? Bo keeps his nose in it. Bo's around. Bo's half spins.
Oh no!
Bo's going to lose P4 here. It's Herod. Gets up into P4. Herod into P4.
Oh no!
He's
what a stellar drive!
If Harry does happen to get a penalty, I'm not saying he would. That's easy to do that.
I think that was just a racing incident, to be honest.
I agree, but in the event he does, Herod would get on the podium. I completely agree. But if Harry were to get a penalty, Herod would be in a podium position now.
Yeah, exactly.
But around the final corner, after an unbelievable drive, one of the best in Torpedo League, Preston Brennan, around the final corner, down the final straight, wins in Bahrain and wins in Season 5. Preston Brennan take a bow as Fairs takes 2nd place for Alfa Romeo.
But here comes our reigning champion. Harry crosses the line in 3rd. What a stellar drive. Up 10 positions. Driver of the day by far. Hands down. No questions asked. Sod what the admins say. He gets driver of the day.
Jake making it a 5-6 for Williams. Great. And he's going to lose out on a timing glitch, so we ignore that. 5-6 for Williams. Charlie P7, Kyle P8. P9 goes to Evan. P10 will go to Manu here.
But Jake Marsh getting the extra 2 points, I believe, for fastest lap of the race. No, it was Dammers.
He was outside the top 10, so he only gets 1 point. He only gets 1 point.
Yes, he only gets 1 point.
So Jake will get 2 points for being outside. Will get 2 points for his fastest lap inside the top 10.
Yeah,
I believe. And Freversin does get P15.
Oh, actually, no. Kimi takes the fastest lap.
Good job from Kimi then.
Yeah, great job. But what a drive! Right, I'm gonna get these boys in. Hold on.
Lovely.
So is it Fairs, Preston, and Mr. Harry? Okie dokie. Come on, PlayStation. Work. Thank you. Okay. Why don't none of these people actually put themselves online? It will make things so much bloody easier. Fairs and... Harry. There we go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Preston, your race winner. First race of season 5. Wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Fairs comes across the line in second, and SMM Harry, the reigning champion, comes home with a stellar drive, up 10 positions into 3rd place. Just waiting on the other drivers to come into the lobby. Oh, Jesus Christ, I was sweating like a pig.
Oh, well, that was an entertaining race. I hope you agree there. That was thrilling.
No, it wasn't as entertaining as last season, but it was entertaining nonetheless.
I mean, last season was entertaining for bad reasons. I'm hoping this season was entertaining for good reasons. We had a lot of good battles, a few incidents here and there, but you know, nothing unexpected. Sort of a good amount of incidents, not an unhealthy amount of incidents.
No.
As the one and only Preston Brennan has joined our party now.
Well, we're just waiting on Fairs.
We will wait and see if they join first.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll wait and see what they do. Preston, whilst you wait, make sure you have your voice sharing settings on the correct setting.
Yes,
I do.
Good.
Same as you, Harry, as well, mate.
Preston, awesome drive, man. You so deserve that. Honestly, I'm so happy.
Thanks, Harry. What good comeback from you. That was a mad strategy, to be fair.
I've already got Bo trying to nuclear bomb the world again in my DMs, as you.
It's a Torpedo League race without it.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not being funny, right? From my perspective, from my point of view, because I was riding on board with that, that was definitely a racing incident.
I'm watching the replay now. I left him all the space in the world. If he wants to drive into my car, that's his problem.
You did.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel like putting that meme, Bo telling people not to spin. Well, I think of that.
Right, is Fairs joining us or what? Is he just
I assume not. I think we should start without him, and then if he joins midway through...
if he joins midway, then we'll
join.
Yeah, okay, so... Preston!
Yeah?
Stellar strategy, stellar drive, how are you feeling?
I don't really know, to be honest. Pretty weird, because my last 4 laps were probably the weirdest I've had in league racing. I'm sitting here, nothing but boxes, and a police officer comes next to me and asks me a few questions about something that happened in the street. So I had to, like, kind of look at the police officer while driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to quickly say something. We're one question into the interview, and it's already the weirdest one in the history of Torpedo League.
Weirdest.
Okay,
somebody fucking click that. Someone click
Kyle,
that.
if you're watching, anyone, any of the Torpedo League admins, someone DM Preston after the race. We need to get the full story from this and make a post out of it. There is no way that's just going to be a quick answer in the interview and that's it.
Off the bingo card. Oh my god.
But anyway, go on, continue.
Oh, yeah, I had to like answer some questions while driving. I had to kind of keep on looking at him because I felt rude, and then like checking my braking points, seeing if because I was using no traction as well. I was really scared of spinning the whole race. But yeah, it was weird, I've got to say.
I'm sitting there half stark naked talking to a copper.
Harry, I would ask you a question, but to be honest, I don't think anything can top that answer, but you're here, so I think we have to be honest. Harry, great recovery drive. How did that feel?
Well, I seem to like coming out from getting knocked out early in qualifying, so, I mean, I wasn't very happy, but I knew that, to be honest, once I'd done my 2 laps on mediums, the chance of me getting through were pretty small anyway, but round here, you're better off starting on like hards or something than actually starting on soft, so I was like, right, let's just send it.
That's exactly what Jackson said.
Didn't get through. Okay, keep it cool. I'm really happy with my pace on the hards, like, just kept it consistent, tried to keep it clean, cleared other hard runners, which was crucial. Actually got spun on lap 1. That was
nice.
But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And yeah, I wanted to go softs, and I was telling myself the whole time that VSC was out, I was like, Yeah, obviously. I know it's going to end when I go in the pits. When I crossed the pit line, this VSC ends, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake, now I have to go on mediums instead of softs. But it didn't matter. I wouldn't have gained any more positions, so it's fine.
But the main question that I want to ask is, did you have your racing line off?
No.
I
I'm
told
going
you.
Right.
no
Okay.
line from Russia.
Right.
So, look, oh yeah, that was also what I wanted to say. Probably, well, this possibly could be my last Torpedo League podium. So, I always, coming into this season, I wanted this result badly to get a podium, just to say goodbye, you know. So, I don't know what's going to happen next season. So I might stay. Who knows? But
I'll be honest with you here, Harry. If this is your last podium, you've had one hell of a party to have the interview with. So I'm sure you will never forget it with Preston's answers.
Some Cambridge frauds in here, though, and I don't know who it is.
It would not appear that Fairs is joining us, sadly.
No, it's not. We would love to have heard from him.
Clint, do you have any other questions? Not along the lines of Preston's police person incident.
Okay, so next round being Azerbaijan. Boys, how do you think that you two are going to fare there?
I used to be really good there. I mean, I've dropped off a bit, but I'm sure a bit of practice can sort that out. So who knows? Because I feel bad for what's his name, Shender. He was
definitely
Shender's one of the quickest drivers I know.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the quickest.
At Hungary. 112 at Hungary. Jesus Christ.
Oh, crikey.
112.2, sorry. 112.2, I forgot the two.
Damn. Jesus.
But, yeah.
Okay.
That guy...
That's like nearly, what,
league racing
1.9 seconds ahead of anyone else, really, isn't it?
Nah, it's...
it was like 9 tenths faster.
12.9, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But for me, Baku, I've done 4 league racing laps here of this game on Baku. It's like probably my least driven track. I hate the track with a passion. So, if I get any sort of decent result, I'll be happy.
Sweat it. I told you.
We'll see.
Remember what I said to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry, if you want any tips, I can teach you how to lose Azerbaijan to league win by about 16 milliseconds. So.
Does it involving? Any snakes on the last straight?
Perhaps.
No, that if you ever do want to, anyone that's in chat here on the Twitch or the YouTube, go back and watch that Azerbaijan race, because that was a very, very tight finish.
I can confirm I will not be watching that back.
That was literally split by a front wing.
I think we should watch it while we're doing FEL tomorrow. I think I should have it on in the background, you know, just
that would be fantastic.
Well, I don't have any more questions unless you do, Jackson.
No, I don't. Just congratulations to both of our podium drivers. They put in an absolutely outstanding drive today. Shane Fairs couldn't join us. Another fantastic drive from him. And around a track like this, where it's good just to score points, really, because as we saw today, it was very much a race of attrition. Fairs good points for his championship challenge. But yeah, I hope all the viewers enjoyed it as much as I did. And next week we go to Baku, which of course is known for its crazy races in Torpedo League and in real life. So make sure to not miss that one. But until next time,
Obviously
have a nice week.
Hey, we're English. We should go raid another country, probably.
Yeah, we are going to raid the Americans, because
they're allies, so we don't want to.
So we are going to go raid Monsieur Sparky. So you know the drill. If you've got those emotes, use them. And yeah, we will be back next week, same time, same place. Well, not same place, because we will be at a different track. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for all the support. We really do appreciate it. Much love to everybody. And yeah, we'll see you all then.